If you're just joining us, this is Good Morning Abuja on NTA Channel 5, the Unity Station. Thank you so much for that motivational talk. We hope you've been motivated. Yes, it's time for us to talk health. And this time we're talking on something very serious, enlightenment on neglected tropical diseases in FCT. And we have Dr. Ogundipe Eunice Bosedi. She is the FCT coordinator, neglected tropical diseases and elimination program. She is right here in the house to discuss this. Thank you so much for joining us, ma.
Thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
Thank you. Neglected tropical diseases. Talk to us. What is it all about?
I'm sure a lot of people will be wondering.
Neglected.
Yes. Neglected tropical diseases, as the name implies.
Okay.
It's a group of parasitic and bacterial infections. These diseases are usually associated with poverty.
Okay.
Seriously?
And that's why the word tropical diseases.
Okay.
This implies in the Western world. It has been eliminated.
Okay.
Yes. And where do we get these diseases? Number one, where there is very poor sanitation, substandard housing, inadequate or no safe water sources, people with low socio-economic status. So it thrives wherever there's poverty.
So can you outline, some of these sicknesses out for us to know?
Okay.
Yes.
The WHO classified 20 of them.
Okay.
Yeah, and out of that 20 we have heart, human African trypanosomiasis, which we call sleeping sickness.
That's the one we understand now. Sleeping sickness, the long one you are calling.
The grammar was
borreliosis, leprosy, leishmaniasis, and so on and so forth. But due to funding constraints in the Federal Capital Territory and New all over Nigeria, we are managing 5 basically now. Which are one, onchocerciasis.
Okay.
And the general name for onchocerciasis is river blindness. The second one is schistosomiasis. And that one, snake fever. They call it snake fever proteaceous.
Okay.
Third one is lymphatic filariasis.
Okay.
And that one manifests in elephantiasis. Whereby you see somebody with swollen leg, massive. And we also have another one called hydrocele. Whereby there's an enlargement of scrotum for male, and you see their scrotum big, maybe times 10 bigger. In fact, they can't dress normally. In Yoruba, they call it a pa, because they see them wearing only flowing gowns. They cannot dress properly. This now, and it's associated with stigma. Nobody will marry them. They can't take any position. So lymphatic filariasis manifests in hydro and in hydrocele. That enlargement of scrotum, we call it hydrocele. And elephantiasis, lymphedema, it can affect any part of the body. Some, even breast. Some women, a woman can develop it. The breast can be 10 times 10 on normal breast. And it's not cancer. It's elephantiasis.
Before we talk about the treatment, I want us to talk about the major avenues of contacting this disease. Though you talked about that it's associated with low
socio-economic status.
Yes. So talk to us about it.
Okay. For example, now, like onchocerciasis, the main vector responsible is they call it black fly, and you see it in fast flowing rivers. That's how you can see where there's fast flowing rivers. You see all this, and when they bite somebody, after some time, incubation will take place, and the person will, if there's no intervention, irreversible blindness will happen. And for lymphatic filariasis, when you see somebody's leg having a very massive swollen leg, it's not mosquito. The vector is mosquito. But the only thing, this mosquito is not the one that is responsible for general malaria. That one carries special worms. And so once that person is bitten, in fact, one of the danger of neglected tropical diseases is it has high morbidity and low mortality. What do I mean? Somebody can be fed like that elephantiasis. If the mosquito bites you in year 2020, it may not manifest until 2026 or 2027. It can live comfortably.
That is very
It-
dangerous.
that's-
Very,
yes,
very.
high morbidity. And that is why government is not paying attention like
Attention.
HIV, TB, because they can carry it for long. You'll be living a normal life.
Wow.
Not knowing that you have already, all of a sudden, just see your legs start swelling up.
Okay, then
And that is why we do this annual treatment. By adventure, you go to communities where you are, where you are beaten. As long as you are medicine, it will never manifest.
Okay.
So that is it. So my vector for lymphatic filariasis is a mosquito.
Okay.
And for soil transmitted hepatitis, I told you that children who pick a lot of things.
Mm.
And they
Dirty
suffer from
environment.
hookworm, whipworm, understand?
Talk to us about the treatment.
And schistosomiasis too, rivers.
River.
The other one I said fast flowing river, where you see black flies. Then for schistosomiasis, this can happen in any river. And how does it happen? In Nigeria and many African countries, when it comes to having standard toilets, we don't have. So many do short puts. We call it short puts.
Yes.
they do short puts. So when they do short
Children of
puts,
nowadays, they don't know.
they
what
don't
is short-
know.
They don't know what
But
is
in
short-
some interiors,
They still have
it's
shop.
still
Yes, they
happening.
do.
So they do short puts. When rain falls, then we carry everything to the stream. And there's a method in the stream, a snail. When the snail will collect it, so she then go there to swim, to wash, to do a lot. And the thing will just prick their bodies, and it will start developing. And before you know it, they urinate blood.
Please
Wow.
talk to us about
Wow.
the treatment.
So the treatment now for the elephant, for the onchocerciasis, we use mectisane, free of charge. That is it, because these medicines are donated to us freely by WHO. So there's no way we give it free of charge to community members. We use mectisane. And for lymphatic filariasis, we use albendazole to treat it, at least to eliminate all these filarial worms from the body. For schistosomiasis, we use tablets called praziquantel to treat it. Soil transmitted hepatitis, we use mebendazole. But when we want to use it, there's what we call dose pull. We use height to treat.
Okay.
You may be tall like this. Once you put the dose pull, a tall person who is 10 years old can take 4 tablets. While you, the mom, who is not very tall, can take 2 or 3. It's based
So
on
that one is
height.
Based on height.
Yes.
Wow.
When we want to give you stand, you remove your shoe, you stand near the pole. If it is 4, you take 4 tablets.
Wow.
If your height is 3, you take 3. If it is 2. But we treat age 5 and above in communities. And in schools, we treat age 5 to 14.
Okay.
That is from primary 3 to junior secondary school. That's what we do.
So in creating awareness now,
Primary
okay.
school.
So what advice will you give to people watching concerning all we have said here and also the awareness you're creating? What advice will you?
The advice I can give is I want community members to know that neglected tropical diseases are real. These diseases are real. And everybody in FCT is at risk. Why? Like onchocerciasis, river blindness, all disease area councils are endemic, prevalent. Onchocerciasis are prevalent in all disease area councils. Schistosomiasis are prevalent in all disease area. In fact, Gogolada is the headquarters in Abuja.
Wow.
Yes. As at the time we had the last survey, Gogolada is number 6 in Nigeria. Can you imagine?
Wow.
When it comes to prevalence.
Okay.
So for lymphatic filariasis, it's only AMAC and Kwali that are not endemic for it in the FCT. But not that we don't have cases. We have pockets of cases. But we can still not classify AMAC and Gogolada and Kwali as endemic.
Okay.
And for soil transmitted hepatitis, intestinal worms, AMAC is endemic, Gogolada is endemic.
Okay,
Other area cancers are not endemic, but we have pockets of cases.
Okay, sorry, you talked about free drugs for.
Yes.
So where can they come to?
Yeah, now that
want
in
to.
this our development exercise now, we have trained community-directed distributors.
So they can go to any community.
Yes.
And they will get, okay?
Yes. So but now, I don't want people to know whether you are the richest man in Nigeria or the richest woman in Nigeria, everybody is at risk.
Yes.
Because you go everywhere, Uncle Sakeli is everywhere in FCT, all the other kinds of schistosomiasis is everywhere. So everybody is at risk.
Thank you so much, Doctor, for this awareness, this information you gave to us. Obviously, most people are not aware, but that is why we are here and we keep talking and talking. We do really appreciate your time with us on the program this morning.
Thank you.
We have been talking about enlightenment on neglected tropical diseases in the FCT with Dr. Ogundipe Eunice Bosebe. She is the FCT coordinator on neglected tropical diseases elimination program, and she has talked to us what it's all about, and you have taken note of the information.